This is the first stage of the development of the ego. So that deep merging that we're craving is so that we can figure out who we want to be. And the way you do that is to be like a child. You know, if you've been around children, if you've had children, when they watch a movie of Superman, they become Superman. You know, they put the towel on and they're flying. It's that kind of mentality is to adopt that. We are talking about universal truths and seeing it through astrology as we go degree by degree, following the sun, looking at the symbols, the imagery, the psychology, and the gemstones day by day. Today we're on Scorpio and Taurus 11. Thanks for joining me. Scorpio 11. A drowning man is being rescued. Shadows of trees lying over a vast lawn. Gnarled, twisted trees against an overcast sky. Dolphins carrying a shipwrecked man to safety. The spirit of cats roaming in the night. The stone for Scorpio is Goshenite. It is a colorless beryl called the mother of all gemstones because it can be transformed into other gems. It promotes self-control, creativity, originality. It facilitates communication and resolves relationship misunderstandings. It opens the crown chakra, stimulating the mental centers. And it encourages truthfulness in word and action. We're on another new phase, another set of 5. And we are still in the feminine, inward, reflective area. So reflections and shadows and barrenness, lots of tree action. And here it is talked about trees as being knowledge and accepting that knowledge comes to us in all forms. To ignore death and the cycle of death in the flowering process robs us of things that we would learn otherwise. And that in the shadows, things that you would not see if the sun was really bright, in the shadow or cloudy area, you notice things. You notice things that are more colorful, you notice shadows in a different way. So it's embracing shadows here. Slowing down enough to be thankful for everything that you have, even the shadows. That spirit talks to us not only internally but through the landscape and in trees. Depending on how the wind is blowing, you may notice a symbol like a heart shape, or you may notice, I don't know, leave a comment. The caution here is not to be overwhelmed by the barrenness, getting stuck there. Also, be careful of, this is another rescuing degree, I would say, the drowned man being rescued, and it's hero being the hero, understanding that we're all connected to each other, and that if you were in dire straits, you would like somebody to rescue you, and you don't do it because you want attention so much as you just understand that if somebody needs rescuing, that's what you do. You rescue them. As with all things, there's a caution and a double edge to the sword, and you want to be careful not to be unwarrantedly being trusting or daring. This is someone who's a hero. Be careful that you're not jumping into burning buildings all the time or in front of trains and you get hit by them. The relationship between the individual and the fellow man, understanding that we're all connected, being a humanitarian. This is a very perceptive degree. You can know the true nature of things if you slow down and take a look at your world, knowing that there's something there and it will reveal itself to you. But you know, you have to have eyes to see here, but there is here to be had. And knowing that everything that we ever need is always available to us. We have only but to look for it, and it's there. Let's take a look at Taurus. A woman watering flowers in her garden. A man jumping into a river, melting and flowing away. A woman with flames for hair. Suddenly, a vista from the past opens up. Fairies enshrouding a garden in mist. The stone for Taurus is Rhodonite, and again, I will put the spellings of these stones in the description below if you want to take a look at them. It opens the heart to love and giving. It is centering, restoring, empowering. It's a stone of compassion. It clears away emotional wounds and scars from past and nurtures love. It has a grounding energy and balances the yin-yang energy, aids in achieving one's highest potential. It stimulates, clears, and activates the heart. This is an intense axis that we're on. Even though on the outside this one seems very tame, the woman is watering the flowers, and it's because she knows she is the flower, she is the water. There's a woman with hair on fire. Normally you'd think that would be a scary thing to be, but she understands that that intensity is what she needs and not to be afraid of it. And so she leans into it and allows herself to have wild, intimate connections with things. And in doing so, she burns up old karma. That's the thought behind that one. There's a merging with water, there's a merging with fire on this particular degree, but it goes both. It's available on both ends. There's a deep intensity to experience things at the root level, and that we can stand much more intensity than we may be aware of or allow ourselves to do. Embracing the idea that we drink the water, we are the water is of the stream is of the river is of the ocean, that we are everything. It's embracing that we are infinite. So this is a very, very deep knowingness that we are infinite and wanting to experience it. This is the first stage of the development of the ego. So that deep merging that we're craving is so that we can figure out who we want to be. And the way you do that is to be like a child. You know, if you've been around children, if you've had children, when they watch a movie of Superman, they become Superman. You know, they put the towel on and they're flying. It's that kind of mentality is to adopt that. Merging with whatever it is that you're doing at the moment, and it helps feed that need for intensity. There's that intensity of, you know, peering into everything and wanting to experience it very deeply, and it's just so that we become more tuned to who we really are. So you want to tap into yourself. I would think there might be some staring going on this axis, but if you catch yourself, you know, just know that it's you're wanting to get in touch with who you are at the root level. So an inward turning degree, it's a beautiful degree, it's a very intense degree. And I will leave you with the woman sprinkling long rows of her flowers, is saying that knowing that we are a part of everything and we want our flowers to come up in a beautiful way, no matter what that is in your life, you take care with your intentions so that your flowers become what you truly want. You know, you imbue them with your positive intention, and in the spring your flowers come up in a beautiful way, and the flowers mean what they mean to each person individually. It's not necessarily a gardener. It could be a gardener here, but what we water and how we water, so it grows. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Leave a comment if these speak to you strongly, if you have a question, or if these are strong in your chart. And until next time, take care. Bye for now.